Once upon a time, it was a warm and quiet summer evening in a small village in the countryside. Lucy, a 10-year-old girl, was trying to fall asleep after her mom and dad gave her the goodnight kiss. Just as she was about to fall asleep, she noticed the smell of freshly baked muffins in the air. Strange, she thought. Why is mom baking in the evening? Lucy could not resist the temptation of eating freshly baked muffin and ran downstairs. However, to her surprise, there was no one there baking. Mom, in fact, was already sleeping. Very strange. So Lucy thought that the smell must have come from outside, and so she decided to open the door to check. She had a look outside and unexpectedly found a tray full of freshly baked strawberry muffins just sitting there. She was unsure about what to do. Mom told her not to accept food from strangers, but hey, there was no one there. Everything was very quiet. The smell was simply irresistible, so Lucy decided to grab a muffin and take a bite. The muffin was delicious, but all of a sudden she felt pain to her jaw, and the next thing you know, something perforated her mouth. The pain was excruciating. Lucy started screaming and calling for mom and dad. Lucy's parents rushed downstairs, but before they could reach their daughter, Lucy got lifted in the air. What was pulling her was a hook. Behind a cloud, a spaceship was hiding and pulling Lucy's body on board. Lucy was thrown on the deck by a couple of humanoid aliens with big black eyes. Everything was covered in blood. The little girl was screaming in terror. Then one of the aliens grabbed a big knife and walked towards her. It was too much to bear, and Lucy passed out. Then the alien cut Lucy's hands and feet and threw them in a big container, which was full of other human limbs. At this point, the aliens didn't need her anymore. They opened the door of the ship and threw her down. Still alive, but not for long. Why the hell are the aliens doing this to us? Let me tell you why. You have to know that aliens have an appetite for human hands and feet. They use them to make soup. Not just a regular soup, but a very expensive soup that is seen as a symbol of wealth in the alien society. Lucy was not the first victim of this atrocity. In fact, about 100 million humans are killed this way every year. 3 every second. If you haven't stopped this video already, you must be thinking what a horrible and strange story. Something that can't be true and doesn't make sense. And you know what's really terrifying? This story is real. You just need to change the characters. Replace the aliens with humans and the humans with sharks. Shark fin soup is considered a delicacy and a status symbol in China and drives the slaughter of 100 million sharks every year, far exceeding what can be replenished. We are literally driving animals that evolved before dinosaurs and trees to extinction for a soup. It happens in the same way it happened to Lucy. Each shark gets pulled on board while still alive. Its fins get chopped off. Then the agonizing animal is thrown back in the water. An excruciatingly painful and long death awaits these animals on the bottom of the sea. This is not only a barbaric way of killing animals, but also an ecological disaster, because sharks, as top predators, play a crucial role in maintaining the health of our oceans. Their role is so important that when they disappear, our fisheries and economies pay the consequences. Killing sharks is also stupid from a strictly monetary point of view, because a living shark, thanks to ecotourism, is worth a lot more than a dead shark. How do you feel about this? Can you accept this? I don't. Can we do something about this? Yes, we actually can, and you can help. I will ask you 3 simple things. First, share this video with your friends. Second, don't ever eat shark fin soup or other shark products. And third, support ecotourism and get in the water with sharks. I'm serious. Once you will find yourself face to face with these animals, you will realize that sharks are not monsters, but rather elegant and majestic creatures that deserve respect. I'm sure that it will be a magic moment, and your perception of these animals will be changed forever. You will finally realize that an ocean without sharks is a lot more terrifying than an ocean full of sharks.